How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am on the road, as you can see, and I'm headed to my first tournament of the 2021 season. And I couldn't be more excited. It is about time. It feels like it's been forever since I've fished a big tournament. I'm headed down to Lake Camanche. I was here back in 2017, 2018, and fished a KBF event. Got my butt kicked. I think I only caught 2 or 3 fish that day. It was a February tournament, the first tournament of the year in KBF, like I said, either in 2017 or 2018, and everybody did pretty poor. This is a lake that the locals aren't big fans of, especially in this area. There's a lot better places to fish. But I'll be fishing with Yak-A-Bass. They are the biggest club in California, and that's because, for those of you that don't know, I'm no longer in San Diego. So Yak-A-Bass SoCal is kind of more Yak-A-Bass NorCal nowadays. We'll see, where I end up. I'm kind of in a transition mode. Just got out of the military a few months ago, and I'm back up in my hometown for the time being. But it looks like for the remainder of the year I'll be there, and that kind of makes me a free agent in the California club world / Oregon club world. So I'm up in Crescent City, which is right on the coast, on the border of Oregon and California, and I'm basically split between 2 clubs. Yak-A-Bass, which is located in the Lodi, Stockton area of California, and then Oregon Kayak Bass Fishing, which is 5 to 8 hours north of me. So I'm kind of dead middle between 2 different clubs, and I plan on fishing tournaments in both clubs. So something that's different this year is California, or not California, but the Western region has got together, and they are having a West Coast championship, kind of determining the best angler on the West Coast. That is something that all of the Western clubs have gotten together and the leaders have organized, which is awesome. Each club on the West Coast has 3 West Coast Championship qualifying tournaments. In order to qualify for the West Coast Championship, you've got to finish in the top 20 or 25% of a West Coast Championship qualifying tournament. This tournament at Lake Camanche is the first West Coast Championship qualifying tournament for the Yak-A-Bass Club. Now, if you don't finish in the top 20 or 25%, but you do fish all of the West Coast Championship qualifying tournaments in one club, you do qualify to fish the WCC. Unfortunately for me, I will not be able to fish all 3 of the Western Championship qualifiers in Yak-A-Bass or in the Oregon Club. So the only way I'm in the WCC will be by qualifying in that top 20 or 25% in one of the tournaments. That is the goal in 2021, is to qualify for the WCC and just be, in a tournament competing against the best of the West, basically. Let's talk Camanche. Well, I'm expecting it to be tough. I'm expecting the winter to get somewhere around 84 to 86 inches. It's not looking good for me getting on the water today. That leaves Thursday and Friday for pre-fishing. For those of you that follow the channel and have seen some pre-fishing videos in the past, I don't do a lot of casting. It looks like Thursday and Friday there's going to be rain. So my 2 pre-fish days are going to be raining, cloudy, overcast skies with rain. That creates a problem for filming. If it is raining, I'm not going to be able to film for you guys. And then on tournament day, it's supposed to be sunny. High bluebird skies, post-frontal conditions. So again, not ideal. But right now, without even seeing the lake or having my eyes on the lake, I'm expecting pre-spawn conditions. I'm expecting those fish to be least at the secondary points leading into the spawning flats. So my plan this tournament is to be 15 feet and shallower and just covering water, doing my best to cover water. There's going to be over 100 anglers. I'm still paddling. That may be changing soon, and that'll be for another video. There's going to be guys on my spots that I find I have to just not let that frustrate me. I have to keep moving. I have to keep covering that shallow water and just keep casting. That's the game plan. It's tough to paddle, especially when that wind comes up, and cover water and cast, but I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to fish harder than anybody out there. That's what I do, and you know, we'll see what happens. Hey, how's it going, guys? I finally made it. It was a long drive, took about 8 hours to get here. It is getting close to bedtime, around 9 o'clock at night. I got to get to the lake early tomorrow. Again, expecting rain, but I'm in a pretty bad area. A little bit worried about the stuff in this room. I got a lot of expensive equipment in here. You guys can see there's the rods that I'll be taking tomorrow. I think there's 12 of them. The rain gear for tomorrow. I had to bring the kayak inside because, like I said, I'm not in the best area at all. So I'm kind of sketched out. I've been debating all day if I'm gonna move and go to a different hotel, but as you can see, I brought a lot of stuff. And it took a long time to unload, and it takes a long time to load all this gear. So, you know, there's the rods that didn't make the cut today, but or for tomorrow, but they might make the cut for Friday. But we'll see. As you guys can see, I got a lot of expensive equipment in here, and like I said, I'm just in a pretty bad area. It's kind of why I'm keeping my voice down a little bit, because these walls are thin, and just a lot of people that are living in these hotel rooms, and I'm not in the best area at all, so it's really kind of stressing me out. I really don't know what I'm going to do from here, if I'm going to have to move hotel, get a different hotel and be much farther away from Camanche, or what, but we'll kind of play it by ear, and hopefully tomorrow I don't come back to an empty hotel room, or wake up and you know, my truck's broken into. So we'll see. I have my fingers crossed, but like I said, tomorrow's game plan: cover water, do a lot of graphing. I will fish, but again, it will be raining. I won't have the cameras going, unfortunately, but I'll come back and give you guys a recap, hopefully of a good day of at least finding fish tomorrow. I don't necessarily have to catch them, but I would like to find them. And hopefully all this gear is still in the hotel room, but I'm gonna get ready to head to bed. I got an early morning and a long day tomorrow, and appreciate you guys tuning in the video, and you know, let's see what happens. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Friday night, the night before the tournament. It's almost 8 o'clock. Just doing an update on how pre-fishing went for me and what my plans are going into the tournament. Day number 1, Thursday, I headed east up towards the river area,
and it was a tough day. I saw fish physically, actually eyes on fish early, which kind of got my hopes up shallow, and I saw about 4 or 5 of them down this one stretch just outside the marina, and then the whole rest of the day I never saw another fish. Most of the time during both days pre-fishing I was paddling, I was not fishing, so that could come back and bite me because I'm not really sure what these fish are biting. But I covered over 20 miles in 2 days paddling, so I am smoked, absolutely tired. I've been tired both these days, and hopefully I didn't wear myself out for the tournament because I got one more long day of fishing. So getting back to day one, not a success. I went shallow towards spawning flats, water temps 55 to 57. Been listening to some local podcasts here where people were thinking that the spawn was coming. I think these fish are a few weeks away, honestly, and so I backed off the spawning flats and started going, secondary points and then main lake points, and I still wasn't able to find the fish day one. So today was day two. I headed west, and same results. I did way more paddling than casting. I've got less than 100 total casts in 2 days, and like I said, that may come back to bite me, but I am not finding the fish anywhere. Shallow, deep, not graphing. I'm in, right now, going in tomorrow, I'm in trouble. So there is going to be a weather change. It's been rainy, that's why I didn't film for you guys, but like I said, my pre-fishing usually isn't too exciting because, again, I'm a paddler, and for those of you that have been watching my videos, that's going to change here real soon. But when you paddle, it takes a long time to cover water, and if you can't find fish, I just keep paddling, and that's been the story the past 2 days. So I think instead of paddling my butt off, there's 110 anglers, and I'm willing to bet that there's going to be less than 5 that paddle, me being one of them. So the way I look at it is, imagine it being a big, elite Bassmaster event, and you draw the final boat to leave the launch. So you can have an idea of where you want to go, but with 110 anglers, your plan A, plan B, plan C goes away real quick. And that's something that I'm used to as a paddler when I fish these Yak-A-Bass tournaments, because there's just so many anglers that I kind of end up flexing and doing things on the fly and kind of reading and reacting off other anglers. So I've got an idea of where I want to go. It's just outside the marina. Heading east, that's where I saw those 4 fish, so I'll try to go there early morning. It's real shallow. Those fish were in like 4 feet of water, and there's weeds. So I've got a 5-inch Cinco, which is a bait I never throw. I always throw the 6-inch, but I've got the 5-inch ready to go. I just need 5 fish, and as of right now, if I was a betting man, it's going to be real tough to bet that I can get 5, but I'm going to do my best. The weather is going to change, so maybe that'll bring them out of wherever they are and into the shallows. There's supposed to be sun tomorrow. It's been cloudy and rainy, like I said, so let me show you guys what I got going on for tomorrow, and kind of what the lineup's going to be. So as you guys can see, this is the hotel room. I got the kayak inside, dried off completely. I do not want to get turned around. There is an inspection tomorrow. Kind of got stuff everywhere. It's all my tackle, my spare rods over there, just some more spare gear in there, and then here's all what's going tomorrow. So in the box I've got drop shot stuff, real small drop shot stuff, real small robo worms, just anything I can do to get a bite. And I hate finesse fishing, but I need five fish. I don't care how big. So then there's the 5-inch Cincos, and then just some random stuff in here. This is all kind of my hard bait selection, some rock crawlers and wiggle warts and spros. Vision 110s, jackal rear-range, small finesse jigs. Again, just LV 500s, more lipless baits, crawdad fillers. Jig trailers, nothing too fancy there. Ned rig stuff, nothing too fancy. Some spoons, all sorts of different spoons. Kayaks, and then some snacks for tomorrow. Like I said, when you paddle this much, oh no. When you paddle this much, I get really tired when I put that many miles back to back to back days. So trying to get a lot of food in me, a lot of liquids. So here we go. Right there, that's the Ned rig for tomorrow. Got the little quiver worm on there. Then I've got the little small shad wrap, real shallow jerk bait. That'll be for the 5-inch Senkos. There's the spinner bait ready to go with the 3.3 Kayak, LV 500, drop shot rig. Coming over here, we've got, the crawdad jackhammer, of course, a little finesse jig, a little Kayak tungsten jig. I've got the big 316 wake trout there, the Wake Junior, and then a little Strike King 3XD, 10 to 12 foot. So they planted some trout today, and a lot of those trout were struggling on the surface. So what a perfect time to throw the 316. But like I said, I haven't been getting, I've only had 2 bites since I've been here in the 2 days, and I didn't connect with either of them. One on a jerk bait and one on a spinner bait. Spinner bait fish hit it on the fall. I set the hook, he wasn't there. I think he hit the blades. And then the jerkbait fish hit it, and I swung, and he somehow didn't get hooked on a Vision 110. So 3 hooks, 9 hooks total, 3 trebles, and didn't hook him. But whatever, it is what it is. It doesn't matter until tomorrow. So hopefully we connect tomorrow. Like you guys see, I got a lot of stuff to throw at him. The plan is to kind of hang out around the marina, and then depending on where everybody else is, kind of adjust off their game plan. So unfortunately, that's the game I got to play when I paddle, but nobody to blame but myself. And like I said, that's changing very, very soon. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have some good footage for y'all, and no matter what happens, I'll make a video. But I'm looking forward to it. It's the first big tournament of the year, and it's go time. So let's start the season off strong. West Coast Championship qualifying event. So far there's 110 anglers signed up, so I gotta finish like top 30. Top 30 I think would get me into the West Coast Championship. So at this point, I think if you can get a limit, you can get top 30. So I need 5 12-inch fish, 60 inches, and I think I could qualify for the West Coast Championship. But we'll see. As usual, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and stay tuned. I'll be releasing the tournament video here in the next couple days.